Hi, I'm Duncan Marsh. I'm the Director of International Climate Policy at the Nature Conservancy. Much of the debate coming into Cancun here has been on the future of the Kyoto Protocol. And we recall that the Kyoto Protocol was negotiated back in 1997 and featured emissions reductions commitments from developed countries, along with the framework for a carbon market to allow market forces to help to find ways to reduce emissions efficiently. And many people are under the impression that Kyoto ends in 2012, which is actually not correct. The first commitment period of Kyoto goes from 2008 to 2012. So currently all the developed countries in the world, with the exception of the United States, are operating under the Kyoto Protocol to reduce their emissions. And most of them are on track to meet their targets under Kyoto. The United States chose not to be party to the Kyoto Protocol back in 2001, and it's been operating independently of that. So the question here is really, what happens after 2012? Will these developed countries recommit to a second commitment period under Kyoto or not? And this has become complicated because major developing countries like China, Indonesia, and Brazil are now amongst the world's largest emitters of greenhouse gases. So countries like Japan and Russia are saying, unless they see strong action by the United States and by these major developing countries, they have no incentive and they're unwilling to sign on to a second commitment period of Kyoto. Europe and perhaps Australia have indicated a little bit more flexibility in that regard, but this is going to be a major feature of the negotiations in Cancun and obviously relates to the responsibilities that all countries will take on going forward under the next round of the climate change international framework. It's going to be interesting. These negotiations may not conclude on Kyoto until next year, but it will be a central part of the discussion here in Cancun.